Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 5 on the Spring Creek server. And we're here today to look at the ice farm that I've built here and built this mountain around. So let me put my stuff back on so I don't kill myself in the hole. And so down there, that's I've had this little area here for a while where we had the snow, the powdered snow, and then we have this area here where I built this ice farm, which was working absolutely wonderfully until I built this mountain around it, and then of course different things stopped working correctly, so I've had to tear bits and chunks out of where I had because, something was powering something else that it shouldn't have, so it stopped working. But it is working, as you can see now again, so the ice forms, let's see, the ice forms down here. The ice forms here. It gets pushed up, over, and then up, and then across here, and then out into these two sections here. So you can fit quite a bit of ice in here. So in this video, I am going to log in to my camera account and just kind of go over the details of it a little bit. This is my design for this farm. I hadn't looked any up on the internet because I'd never seen one, and I just wanted to design my own farm because I just kept needing more ice. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to build myself an ice farm that's going to be close enough to my base so that it'll run, most of the time. So that I'll always have some ice. So the only thing is you just have to come in here every once in a while and harvest it. So it's probably taken about maybe 8 hours of time to get that much ice that's out there. And there's probably, I'm going to guess, about 8 stacks of ice out there right now. So if I were to break it all down. So just in passively working on my base everywhere else. Oh, you're going to see it go. Now you got to fill the water before you push the ice across. And there you go. There it was running. So I'm going to log into my camera account now, and so I can get in here easier to show you exactly how this thing works. Alright, so here we are back in the guts of the ice farm here, and we have our 4 dispensers that will dispense the water, and 4 observers that will detect the changes. So when the ice forms, the observer will shoot a pulse down this line here, and shoot this block out over top of that torch, powering that redstone, and then obviously shutting that torch off. So, and then all we have is an AND gate here. So, as long as all of these torches are off, this torch will turn on then and power this line, which will start the sequence. So, once the sequence starts, the first thing that happens is these blocks here will come down. So let's see, where does this come from? So if we follow this over, so this line will get powered here. It'll shoot these up, and at the same time it shoots these up, it'll send power down this line, which will, there's torches under here, so it'll shut these torches off, and these blocks will come down. So now, once the double piston extender down there pushes the ice up, these pistons here can no longer be powered because this block will be down, so the redstone won't be able to transfer across. So that's how we get over the double piston extender moving up and down. So it'll move up and down, these will come back up, and then this line, this green line right here, will fire to bring the pistons out and then back to bring each of these wool blocks across here back, so that we can start the process over. So we leave the ice here long enough for all the dispensers, first of all, to place the water. And then after they place the water, they each have to slowly, you can see we have a 3-tick delay there, a 3-tick delay there, and a 3-tick delay there. Because you have to place the water slowly all the way around, and then after you place the water, you have to pick up water back in the bucket so that you don't have to keep putting water buckets in there. There's only one water bucket in each dispenser. So you have to wait until you can push these across, because what happened every once in a while in testing with this is that if you were to push these across right away, as you were filling this with water, an ice block would form really quick. And then when that ice block forms really quick, then this dispenser wouldn't have been able to pick up water. So if we leave the ice here, the water is then not open to the sky, and if the water is not open to the sky, it can't turn to ice. So that's why we have that little 4-block hole in the roof of this little cave here. So, and then, you know, you just build it up, and push them over, and then as it pushes over, once it gets all the way to the end, it'll hit that observer, and once it hits that observer, it'll shoot them each this way. So, and that's about it. I mean, the most interesting part was how was I going to overcome the double piston extender running through the observers there, and I came up with this little idea here. I don't know if it's ever been done before or not, or if there's a better way. I mean, if there's a better way to do that, leave a comment and let me know. But this was the idea that I came up with, and it works pretty good. And you know, this was just a fun little project for me to try to figure out something on my own without, you know, I've never seen anybody build an ice farm, other than an ice farm where it was just one layer of water all the way around, like a big pond, and then, you know, you would go hit a lever or a button to drop the water, and then hit the button again to fill the water buckets back up, you know, sit there and wait for it all to turn to ice, and then go and collect it all, and then repeat the process. But there was never more of an automated system that kind of stacked it up nice and neat for you like this. So now I could just go through with a Silk Touch pick, mine all of this up, and you can see the hoppers down there that will pick it up and eventually take this all down into the sorting system. So, and right now I guess what I'll do is I'll go to the time lapse of me building this mountain around it, and then we'll cut back.
Bennykaay, that's hot.
back. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. And here at the top of the mountain, this is just my little access hole for right now. Sooner or later, I'll come up with a much cooler entrance. You can see this area down here. This was if you've seen in one of my first 2 episodes, maybe in the 3rd episode too. This was that little pond that I had. It was on top of the waterfall. The waterfall's just like right over here. This is where I was collecting the ice from before, and that just wasn't cutting it. So anyway, I have this huge area down here now that I could easily do another farm in here, and I probably will, because it's a nice little spot. It's way above the storage system, so I could easily build another farm or 2 or 10 in here, and then filter it all down into the storage unit as I try to smash my face off the wall. Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, you can fall. Yes. So we have this little overhang over here that didn't probably come out quite as good as I liked, but I mean, you get wild, mountainy kind of areas, especially in Minecraft. You get some wild, mountainy spots. So that's about it for the ice farm, and now on to the next farm. That's right. Big, giant moss farm over there. So this thing works really good. It definitely makes more than enough moss to where we can come out in the positives in bone meal. So we always come out ahead in bone meal on this farm. And that will be the next episode. So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next time, we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.